Hi. I guess I'm live. Hi. I'm host Eric. I'm the host of Talking to Famous People. I'm live streaming with my face and other body parts. Um, if you've never experienced reality all by yourself before, well, that's understandable because, you know, reality's hard AF, as they say in the youth culture business. This video is called Manimals, Minerals, and Vegetamin. Why is it called that? It's impossible to say. It's just what I made the title today. For some reason. For reasons unknown. I'm going to make this taller. Oh, that's too tall. Yeah. Okay, so why am I live streaming right now, you might ask? I can't sleep for shit. I can't even conceive of beginning to consider sleeping. I don't know why. I've not been taking a lot of Adderall, but it didn't take a lot, I guess, to keep me awake. And this morning, or all night, I guess, I've been working on this audio thing that I've been playing around with. I don't even know which. Yeah, it's in. This one, I guess. Oh, yeah, this one. That's my little song I've been working on. I got a vocal line before it goes like, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, like that. And then I'm gonna have to make another part for it. But I like it a lot. It really is bouncy. Bounces along like a bouncing ball on a hill, down sloping hill. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I should be in bed or something, but I'm just, Captain Stupid Pants, I guess. Hi, I'm Captain Stupid Pants. Pleased to meet you. I'm going to change the title of this video. I'm Captain Stupid Pants. Nice to meet you. It's a good title. I'm Captain Stupid Pants. I'm Captain Stupidity. Come marvel at my dumbness. Gawk, I'll put. Yeah, this is a better title. I'm Captain Stupidity, come gawk at my dumbness. It's definitely a better title. I think that's a reasonably easy claim to sustain, substantiate, warrant, justify, uphold, win. Key thing is, if you want to win any argument, don't poop in your own mouth before you speak. Number one rule of debate. First of all, if you do, how are you so flexible? How can you poop in your own mouth? Seems almost impossible. But then I'm Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. Gawk at my dumbness or dock at my gumness. Either way. I'm a very gummy person. I've got a lot of gum implicit to my soul, my nature, my brain, my face, my hair. I'm like a gummy bear come to life. I'm an extremely dumb gummy bear. But I'm a gummy bear. I live in a little bag. I'm green and yellow. That's the worst one. Of course, gummy bears are hand carved by artisans working exclusively in the medium of gummy. That I learned from The Simpsons one time. Smoke this bowl. Wow, wowza. All you can say about that, right, is wowza. Yeah, all you can say is, wowza, Eric, that's absolutely remarkable. That's all you can say. Wowza. Whoa. You're like Joey Lawrence reborn. You are the rebirth of Joey Lawrence. What am I looking for on the internet? Something. Oh, I know what I was going to look for. A little bit of poo on your face. Usually it's there when I look. Let's see. Playlists. Here we go. Out of rock and roll. Bring around those heavy chords. Show me how to be talk to the very rockin' it. Gotta rock, I roll. Roll your pancakes on my junk. Oh, rock your uncle up too much wine. Oh, rock those pancakes for your lunch. And oh, roll up in front of you in line. I'm the guy to rock. Like a rockin' block, a rockin' block. Separate the Lord to rock a lock. I know so few who do to rock. I know that you do not rock. So spot this rockin' every dock. After all your talking, talk to the very rockin' it. Gotta rock, I roll all night. I rock all day. Feel yourself like every day. Have your brunch, I'll interrupt my rock and roll. Blow your mind. I'll rock your mimosas like it's mine. I'll roll your pancakes on my junk. One more pop for your lunch. Gotta rock. A rockin' shock. A rockin' flock of rockin' blocks. I pray the Lord to rock a lot. I am the God of rock. Rock.
So rock is rockin' every talk to. After all your talking, talk to the rockin' it. Gotta rock, gotta rock, gotta rock, gotta rock, gotta rock, gotta rock.
Amelia, go from that place. Take unto you the details of your case. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then? Moving sideways in their space, and staring sidelong with that thirsty grin. Now, Amelia, can't you see that you and I will never be? Amelia, yet you're still free. With too much opportunity to leave out in the rain, Amelia. Amelia, we're watching you. Sail for shore. No matter what we do. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then? Sideways in the space you're in. They're sidelong with that thirsty grin. Amelia, can't you see that you and I will never be? Amelia, yet you're still free. Too much opportunity to leave out in the rain, Amelia. Well, got a bit of a confession to make. I'm not in a particularly chatty or talkative mood, I guess, which is not a good time to live stream, I suppose. But I'm not sure why. I do know why. I didn't sleep last night. I barely slept the night before. Barely slept the night before that, and barely slept the night before that. So now I'm feeling pretty tired. And I definitely go to bed this morning at some point. But now, like, Rachel and I are off schedule with each other, which is kind of shitty. But whatever. I sure do love Rachel a lot. It's weird. It's weird being in the kind of relationship that, I said to her last night, most people, if you ask them about their relationship, they'll say any number of things. Very rarely will you hear, it's absolutely spectacular, right? have she's he or she is the absolutely ideal person for me. Very rarely do you hear that. Hi, Nicolay Shea. Well, I'm still up, despite the fact that I shouldn't be, by any rhyme or reason. It's not like I've taken a lot of speed. I just started a new bottle recently, and just a little bit of it, I guess, keeps me up. The last time I took it was yesterday in the morning. I only took 150% of my total prescription for the day. Like, took 3 instead of 2. It was barely any more than was prescribed. I took it early in the morning yesterday. It still kept me up all night last night. How is that? Well, Nicholas Shea, the answer is I don't know how that is, how that comes to be. But, I guess it's because I'm couched in stupidity. Come, gawk at my dumbness. Express or convey disdain, or at least feel it. Can I just feel disdain? Oh, I guess. How will I check, though, if you don't express it at all? Just trust me. I feel plenty of disdain right now. Okay, but is it right for the right person? It sounds kind of like you feel disdain for me. You're supposed to feel disdain for Joe over there. Why Joe? He's a disdainful man. That's why. I'll tell you what, Nicholas Shea. Since I'm not in such a talky mood as usual, I want to play the Mia. Let's go and push this. You are as snug as a pea in a pod, said someone one time to someone. And yeah, that's fine, Nicholas Shea. You can split the difference. It's actually not splitting the difference, it's getting them both combined. It's that if you were getting them fully combined, it'd be Harry Fairy Schlong Schlongs. Because you'd pull in a schlong from each respective set, or each respective permutation, I guess you'd say. Fogwash. Fogwash and Maloney. Hi, Ghost Rider. What is up? I saw you earlier in the Frank James live stream. I was there as a chatter as well, and you said hi, Host Eric, or something like that. And I said hi, GW, but I don't know if you saw it or not. Oh, well. To that I say Fogwash and Foppycock. Focky-pock. Fogwash and Locky-pock. Cocky-pock. Pocky-cock. Why is Snooki not a Nobel Prize winner? Snooki should win the Nobel Prize for, I don't know, chemistry or something. Yeah, I have a crush on INFJ. I want to know more about them. INFJs, yeah, you're not going to get along with your floppy cock, yes. Now, the problem is you're going to think that the INFJ is sort of fake or shallow or something, or hollow, or not too much concerned with perceptions and other people's thoughts rather than their feelings. What's damp or what's moist, you know. So they're really not very emotional at all, in the sense that, in the soft, sort of mushy sense, they're about as tender as the calluses on the tip of my penis. Which is to say, very untender because they're so calloused. I don't really have calluses on the tip of my penis. What would I be doing to get calluses there? Hammering nails with my penis? Probably a bad idea. It could be bridged. Well, look, I mean, I'm not... I'm less convinced that than I perhaps used to be that it's very important to get with a very specific type. So I think there's some range. As far as INFP and INFJ go, I mean, it's the equivalent of ENTJ and ENTP. Should be easy, but there's a fundamental disconnect that is hard to understand at first. Hi there. I have thumbs on my fingers from playing the guitar. I do have a callus right here on my thumb, but that is also from playing the guitar on my right hand. My left hand has a callus on the thumb only down here, so I only use my thumb to mute strings and stuff, not to actually press down on strings very often. Very, very rarely. Or press down on strings. I can sense that I see what you mean. Yeah, well, you know, I did actually go out on a few dates with an ENTJ woman right before I started dating Rachel. And it didn't work out. I remember just getting the sense that it's like we were talking about fiction, short fiction, talking about different, our reading habits and such. And I said, well, listen, hey, I got this one story that I got on my YouTube channel that it's me reading aloud a story. It only less than 10 minutes. We got longer than a drive. Do you want to listen to it? And she said, yeah, sure. And so I put it on. It was like Sredny Vashtar, you know. And when we got there, uh, she indicated to me that she had to pay super hard attention to follow all that language. That it was. She's not really auditory in that fashion. Well, it's a bit of a problem for me. You know, it's like I need to have somebody who's interested in listening to words. Tapioca indeed. You've been great. You've been so productive. What have you been working on? I've been working on your glutes. Sometimes people work on their glutes. They might do that with Pilates. Do Pilates work on your glutes? So tell me about it. I want to know how you've changed and what caused you to change. Did you take a class on how to be a better person? A massive art project. Can you tell me more? Or is it too much typing? Yeah. Well, the thing is, I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson. We both talked about how we enjoyed fiction, short fiction included, and we've been conversing about it for such time. I mentioned H.H. Monroe as an author that I liked a lot. She said something like, she'd never heard of him or never read any of his stories or something. So, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Ghost writer. Making a vid on it. Making a bid on it. Making a bid. You know what you should do? If you really want to test to see if your art project is good, you should ask Raul Diego to come evaluate it. He doesn't like censors very much. You're not a censor, so it should be fine. I don't know if you're aware of this. He's a genius. He's a genius painter. Sometimes he paints with markers if he runs out of paint. Boy, I'm tired all of a sudden. It's like, hey, Eric. There you go. Now you're feeling pretty tired. Now maybe you're going to be able to go to sleep pretty soon. Is it a painting? A painting of a hummingbird drinking from a cactus? Yeah, it's the polecat ferret story. Yeah, it's a great one. And you can see the SI, as I do like to revisit some of my favorite stuff from the past. I'm not like, well, I've seen that once, I read that once, and I don't want to read it again, this story, Although I tend to avoid re-seeing movies. First of all, I would say, Nick Lachey, try to avoid, even though it's desperately difficult to avoid this, but try to avoid jumping to the conclusion that it's actually as indefensible as you think. Because the thing is, INFJs, they want to talk about a whole package of stuff, a whole thing. But they have to approach it in conversation by introducing some part of it first. And as a consequence, it may seem at first, depending on what angle they open with, that doesn't make any sense or is indefensible until they clarify something. But that may not be the case with your individual instance, but I've noted that occasionally with Rachel, sometimes she says some piece of something and I don't push back on shit at all. So it's not like I bust her chops. I just listen and she gives me more details and all of a sudden it's like, okay, now this makes sense. Alright. So, you're talking about your left breast, Ghost Rider? It's 4 feet by 1.5 feet? That's like a big rectangle. Big rectangular box. Alpaca Weekend. Alpaca Weekend. Alpaca Bowl and you pack a weekend, okay? How does that sound? Alpaca Bowl. Alpaca Bowl would be a good name for a combination alpaca farm and marijuana farm. Yes, indeed. No, it's square boob. Square boob. Square. Round top square boob is what it is. Round top square boob. It's not really a round top, but it's not. It's not square either. Yeah, I am. I need to sleep. I figured I'd go to bed at like 3 in the morning or something. I get tired at some point and go to bed, but instead I'm still up here. And there's not a huge good explanation for it. If you're looking for justifications or legitimizing words, I'm somewhat at a loss for that right now. Should have gone to bed, but I lay down at like 10 o'clock and I was just like, yeah, a little bit later, soon enough. I'll go and lie down. I've already decided, for example, I know I'm not going to take any more pills today until after I sleep. I took them yesterday morning. I didn't take that much, and it still kept me up all night, even though it shouldn't have really, by any logic. We God's with, here we are, live streaming our little behinds off. I'm live streaming, you're live streaming with me. We're talking about live streaming, we're thinking about it, we're fondling live streaming. We're doing everything in a live stream theme. Our prom is going to be live stream themed. Our homecoming dance also live stream themed. We're going to paint the word homecoming and live stream on our car so that our car will be both homecoming and live stream themed. We'll come home then and install live stream themes at home as well. So when we have an actual homecoming to our homes, we're coming home to a live stream theme. Then we'll finally start getting kind of close to enough live streaming. Like, I guess it's probably fair to say that live streaming is the single healthiest thing a human being can do. little scattered at the moment. I love Rachel a lot. I kind of miss her at the moment because I haven't seen her all night. But here, oh, god damn it! I'm Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. Apocalypse would be great. If I'm gonna have any kind of lips like that, Lypse, I would prefer to have an apocalypse over an apocalypse. I'll pack a bowl, you pack you pack a lips. It's your son's 34th birthday. Your son's the same age as my girlfriend, just about. He wants a switch. I mean, sometimes he likes to be dominant and sometimes submissive. Is the thing that makes a day trader distinct from a night trader or all the time trader that the day trader returns his stocks to cash at the end of the day every day? So it's like gambling every day. You hope to do better than break even. So that makes you a day trader. Yeah, I do sleep sometimes. I wish this panic-demic would end. I didn't know you were serious, but I wouldn't have ruled it out. It's like I live in a magic world now, full of magic things. How do you all think the world will change after this? I mean, it depends on how we talk about it. In my opinion, in general, the right arguments, the best arguments, the strong words, the sensible things will generally sort of rise to the top or become the dominant narratives in the marketplace of ideas. If that's the case, then we will see a sober and reflective world, remembering to be responsible next time. Which is to say, this is the thing. Right now, we're all experiencing, or most people are experiencing, less freedom. Not in any dramatic or meaningful sense, really. Some stores are closed. You're not supposed to go to the beach, I guess, but I don't know. It's easy enough to go find some place off the beaten path to go chill in the wilderness out here anyway. I'm not sure how the world's going to respond to this, frankly. I'm not sure whether we're going to grow up or shut down. The thing is, we can't. The problem is, ultimately, the right ideas will emerge because the wrong ideas are taking us down an unsustainable path. Certainly not a repeatable, sustainable path. Is that? I mean, that's just, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? Have El Lobo Feroz. I would have thought so too. I would have said, you're not going to get the whole world to change that drastically all of a sudden. Well, we both would have been wrong. Now, the question is, does it go back to what it was? How much does it go back? Well, I mean, who's going to prevent me exactly, and on what grounds? The thing is, this is why words matter so much. Right now, nobody exactly wants to buck the public narrative about this. A lot of people believe it wholeheartedly, and even those who don't find that it's not socially acceptable to really, you know, go out and be all up in people's business or something. Well, remember El Lobo Feroz, it doesn't exist. Okay? It doesn't exist. So, what we're talking about is, will I experience a different interface with the world than I had prior? Will the environment around me look different? Will it be populated and occupied differently? And the answer is, sort of. You know, we saw what happened after 9/11 in America anyway. There were changes that remain to this day and probably will forever. A lot of sort of unnecessary security theater has been added that presumably dissuades, I guess, terrorism or something. But, so we can see that those protocol changes, institutional changes, will stay and persist insofar as they're not excessively burdensome without producing some sort of results. To which at which point they start becoming pulled back a little bit. They'll pull back ones that are really excessively burdensome. Regardless, you got to remember that there's no real central authority here for any of this. California made its decision. Different states make their different decisions in the United States independently. There's not really any direction from the federal government. There might be some guidance, but that's about it. So, you know, it's important to remember that Gavin Newsom locked down. Okay, you need to talk about people for a second, because before we talk about reasons, to connect the two. So Gavin Newsom shut down California for certain reasons. And maybe Cuomo in New York, the governor of New York, maybe he shut down shit for different reasons or maybe for the same reasons. Neither of those people is colluding with the other one, although they may be in connection or in some sort of contact with each other, with their respective state governments. But certainly not colluding with each other. And likely they're coming to the same position from different perspectives. The reason is, well, I would not call this current incarnation an extreme leftist thing. It's I mean, it links more to the left than the right, but I mean, I think it'll be informative. At least going forward after this, people will have to take into account the economic impacts of crazy ass notions like this. This is sort of viral alarmism. So, just as there's no explaining why that random video there got 40 million views, you know. There's lots of little weird, funny videos out there, but that one got 40 million views, and these ones over here have no views. So there's no real explaining that. But But it happened with a bad idea. And it shows you how powerful words are and how important it is to say the right words. Who's warming up whom for what? There's not some organized, dominant, elite cabal that runs shit behind the scenes with nefarious motivations and agendas. It's just not the case. Sorry. I don't remember the plague. I was not alive at the time. I've heard about it. I heard great things about it. I heard it was an exciting adventure of learning for everybody. Oh, the planet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. Even Helsinki, A2, Brutus, Helsinki, Mother Earth, bringing the whooping stick. Mother Earth giveth though as well. Yesterday it gaveth bees to me. Now I've got bees at my house. My dad says we can keep them too. So, pretty cool. The bees cometh and the bees leaveth away eventually, I guess. Got a big box that they're in too. We could get quite a few bees in there. If you love bees like I love bees, then you'll be loving the BB. That's the spelling bee for bees named Bee. I'm not made of star stuff. I'm made of earth stuff, mostly. Okay, I'm not lying. I'm made of very little dirt, but I am made of meat and juice and bone. Meat and juices and bones and my identity. How much does my identity weigh? 4.6 ounces. African bees plus BB King equals a very angry blues singer. I shouldn't have rubbed my eye because I was petting the cat and now it's all itchy. I don't like that. I don't like my eye being itchy. Wham! I'm Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. Good for 60% of people. I want to stress again, listens, Mom. The nitrogen in my DNA is earth nitrogen. The calcium in my teeth comes from cows and milk. The iron in my blood comes from iron swords. The carbon in my apple pies comes from apples. Not stars, okay? Short fused blues stinger is in fact a cross between an Africanized bee and BB King. What about if you cross Africanized bee, BB King, and B. Arthur? Well, then you have a battalion of, well, you got BBB, you got BB, B. If you cross the king of bees named B with BB King and B. Arthur's if you cross the B. King Arthur with BB King with B. Arthur, okay? If you cross those three things, what do you get? You've got a B, you've got a king, and you've got an Arthur. So if you cross the B King Arthur with BB King and B Arthur, then you've got BB King King Arthur Arthur. Which makes a lot of sense because you have three things. You're able to reduce those fractions. Reducing your fractions to just two of each item. That's fun to reduce things with our math. Hey, come on everybody, let's reduce some fractions. Who wants to reduce some fractions with me? Okay, now they don't. Now you've got this backwards, Winston's mom. B Arthur is BEA. Okay, it's that lady, that old lady. The bee king happens to be named Arthur. He's the king of the bees. You hear a lot about Queen Bee. He's the king of the bees. You don't hear so much about him. It doesn't mean he doesn't exist. Now, BB King obviously has two B's because he's BB. And he's king is his last name. But if you were to cross the B King, Arthur, with BB King and B Arthur, well, you'd have four B's, two Arthurs, and two Kings. And a Queen of Silver stage and screen. B Arthur, namely. Well, only a silly person would deny the importance of nipple extension routine. Is there a routine for this? There's a routine for extending my nipples? I wonder something too, Claude. I'm wondering if there's a routine for nipple extension. Like, is it some sort of little character sketch act out, that kind of routine? Or is it a regular thing, like you just pull on them like this every day? I was watching Doctor Who now. He is ENTP and he is so nice and kind. Do I like blues music, Eric? Maybe, sort of. I don't know. You watched B. Arthur starring in Beastars? ENTJs have FI 4th, not 7th. 4th is your relief function. You only want to deal with it when you feel like it on your terms. You don't really want to deal with it when you don't feel like it. I mean, when anything else is working, you avoid it. As long as, and because ENTJ is so effective, remember, your 4th function is when your other shit's not working. Well, if your TENI is the first two, it's usually working. B stars. Okay. If you cross B stars, oh, did I give you relationship advice? I don't think I gave you relationship advice. What did I say? If I did, I don't doubt that it's bullshit. I am Captain Stupidity, after all. Come gawk at my dumbness. That's the title of this video, so you can't really complain. Yeah, I agree with you. How is that bullshit? I don't agree with duality either. I use the terms to describe the nature of the relationship, but oh, well, that's not because of duality, though. What I'm saying is, in my opinion, that particular dual pair should work, provided the INTP's not too young. No, I wasn't being sarcastic. I do think ESFJ is the best for INTP. That is not an endorsement of duality as a whole, is it? Just because I think duality works for those two doesn't mean... When did I say that? I don't think I ever said that. You put it in quotes, though, Cloud. Did I ever say that? Human beings are predictable, simple, and predictable? And what about that? I don't understand what you're saying. Right. I explained why I don't think that duality works for perceiving types. And remember, ISFJ is actually a perceiving type. Well, no, but I've also indicated that ISFJ um, had BPD. So the reason that relationship didn't work primarily had to do with the fact that she had attachment issues. No. Yeah, it did say something like that in the document under psychology metaframes. In other words, frames of assumption that psychology dawns in order to make points about things. Yeah, I know. I don't endorse duality. I mean, if you're talking about an old video, I may have at a certain point. You're talking about a more recent thing. Oh yeah, I know. I don't think that's going to work for you. But you, oh, it's not impossible. It's close. It's close. It's just that INFJ Seek SE, you don't have a lot of it, and you know, they'll provide you FE, but it's a tool function, so it's a little bit like, okay, I'd like to put my tool function away now, please. Concurrently, being a TI DOM means you're somewhat, I guess, less tolerant of holistic, unparsable, indefensible NI truths. It depends on the type and the individual. But I will say that if you have somebody who's got attachment disorder or BPD or something like that, that invalidates any type compatibility you might have. In fact, what I discovered with ISFJs is there's a kind of compatibility there. Like, there's a connection there, but in practice, both types are very stubborn about their own frame. And, because it's 4-1, how it plays out, it depends on which functions they are. It's like I tend to agree with people who say you can't make a determination based on just type. No, I didn't increase. I increased the delay. What delay? I don't see any delay. What do you mean when you say there's a delay? It means that there's a distance between when you push enter and when it shows up on the thing? Any DOMs are perceivers. But SI DOMs are also perceivers. Even though they're called J's in MBTI. Okay, well I didn't add any delay or anything. It says added delay none. So it must be implicit to the thing or something. I don't know. Maybe it's in my... it says added delay none. Could be here. I don't see any delay here. But there might be 15-second delay in this app. I'm not sure. Well, it's got a... Does it appear in the live chat screen or on the screen? Like, look, I have delay test comment. I read it right when I saw it. 1 second after I saw it. So, what I wanted to say about something. Oh, right. I think it's important for for a person to, if they want to understand their compatibility, to do sort of a metaphysical, physical aspect analysis of themselves and their partner. 28 seconds, huh? I'm gonna go stand outside and smoke this cigarette. Enjoy this song in the meantime. Jonah's got his cabinet stuffed full of frogs. He's forgotten all about his lunchtime date. And Helen's leaving nasty comments on his blog, 'cause Jonah's running really very late. They say neurotics always link up to a tendency towards the things they do. Means mostly in blues. Finishing life and basking now I must. Lay the hat and with your trust on the ground, make your pay a grand of crust round and round. Rust, void, rust and bleak, the lies say. Might be calling, but it can't be heard on this side of the hill. Happenstance, neurotic focuses on the dance. Mine might be stalling now that it is time to trust upon the ground to make a pay a grand of pay. Avoid your make a byway, avoid the rust. Jonah's got his cabinet stuffed full of frogs. He's forgotten all about his lunchtime date. And Helen's leaving nasty comments on his blog, 'cause Jonah's running really very late. What's the matter with Chad?
Is he terribly bad?
Is he very like thin?
Who's a terrible man?
Is he sort of like Jill?
Who can't pay her bill?
Or rather like Jack?
Just stuck on the facts.
And what about Sue?
Will she know what to do? If they bring attitude, does she show ingenuity?
He talks about you whenever we go walking. What's the matter with Bryn?
She's been living in sin.
She's been hanging with Jim.
He's looking terribly thin.
What's the deal with Frank?
Stealing fish from my tank.
He's colluding with you.
And they're talking to Lou.
What's wrong with the ladies?
What's the matter with men? From the feelings of Katie to the coldness of Sven.
He talks about you
Whenever we go walking, paths that lead to lesser days,
paths that lead to lesser days.
still spill from the overwater.
There's still out the water
And
path.
whoever's left, that's still okay. Just add the sails to the mast,
Are you angry at Ken?
or Neville again.
Don't bother with Kev.
He's practically dead.
Just focus on Bert.
He's medium hurt.
What's a quandary for
Did
Liz?
she fail the quiz?
And what about Drew?
Will she know what to do? If they bring attitude, will she show ingenuity? She talks about you
Whenever we go walking.
paths that lead to lesser days,
Paths that lead to lesser days.
still spill from the overwater.
But still at the overwater
And
path.
whoever's left, that's still okay. Just add the sails to the mast. Each of us have much and gravely sinned. Throw up the hands, stiffen the chin. Catastrophe looms heavy overhead again.
Time's gone Haka chaka. Well. Look who's here. It's meow. Well. Now I know what you're saying. I'm gonna have to agree with Cloud on this one. El Lobo Perose. That's some C.S. Joseph woohoo. Now I need some words for this thing here. I got this melody with a small amount of syllables, but I need to know what the words are. So the melody goes like meow. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da. Ah da da, ga 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 ga, ga ga ga, ga 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 ga, ga ga ga, ga 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 ga, ga ga ga. So it's just like it's like 3 syllables then 4 syllables, then 3 syllables then 4 syllables. That's how it goes. Nobody turns into anything, okay? So, I need to get the lyrics for that. If you were to hear the thing I'm singing over, well, it would sound a little something like this. That's right. Like what, Eric? Well, just hold on, I'm not done yet. You're being impatient. Impatient? Like a Laotian. Those are Laotians, Eric. You got it all wrong, buddy. You got it all backwards this time. All backwards. Nobody's ever going to believe you again. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see if you can hear it now. Yeah, you can. I don't know if it syncs properly, really, but probably it's not exactly, but I'll sing it in a second. I need words to put here that go this way. It's so clear. If they tell then and then gesture. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-ga-ga, ba-ga-ga-ga, ba-ga-ga, ba-ga-ga-ga, 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 ba-da-da-da. Ew. Touch my Volvo. Ah. Ew. Come on now and touch my Volvo. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Like that, you know? I just don't have any words for it yet. Any suggestions? Boop. Chicken tunes. I think it's chicken tune. Okay, well. For instance, Mom, do you have any updates on the girl in the red sweater? Okay. I'm an INFP? Eric turns into an INTJ when drunk? Well, I haven't been drunk in a long time, and I can assure you I did not turn into an INTJ or any other PADPA. I was just an ENTP who was drunk. So, nevertheless, I don't want to deny my heritage self. My heritage self is pretty straightforward. It's, I am Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. It's what it means to be really alive for the first time in a million billion years. You wouldn't know because you're not alive anymore. You used to be alive, then you got boring. You got old and boring. Remember when cloud used to be fun? Now it's all old and boring. 5.4. Boring. Old and boring. Come on, Ghost Rider, get it together. 5.4. What I have to say about that. Pyow. Is that consistent with the 5.4? I don't know. Probably not. Terror speaks. I'm going to pull you one card for ghosts, one card for writing, and one card for your vagina. One card for ghosts. Ooh, spooky. That's ghosts. One card for writers. Ooh, spooky. That's writers. And one card for your wagina. Here's your wagina card. Ooh, look, it's a lady touching her wagina. How many wages does it take to wine? Enough to make a wagina. How much money do you need to buy a house? Yeah, 100 grand's not going to cut it in LA. What's what? The six of vaginas? Oh, you couldn't see it. It was the lady sitting by the window. I think it's 9 of pentacles. Cloud wants a card. Okay, Cloud. This card is for your urgency, okay? I'm going to pull a card for your urgency. Leave. Why are you leaving? Leave the big five alone. Stop bullying the big five. This is for your urgency, okay? This is death. No, the devil, I mean. Got the devil. You can also rent a bed wetter to come in and wet your bed for you. Not uncommon for weirdos. Yeah. May I suggest Des Moines? Des Moines is nice. This is what Cloud thinks of Des Moines. He thinks he's smearing Des Moines all over his face. El Lobo Ferocious Wolf, listen to me. I've got a card for you. This first card is about your ferocity. How much ferocity do you have in your heart? This much. Page of Pentacles. And the second opportunity you have for redemption here today is a card for your wolfness. So first we did your ferocity, now we're doing your wolfhood. Ooh, you also got the devil. Devil's popping up a lot today. Now lastly, we're going to pull a card for your L, or your article, the. Since you've embraced the article, the, we'll pull a card for it as well. And look, it got 2 sticks. Congratulations. Nobody knows what any of that means. It's a mystery. Why do you pull cards if you don't know what they mean, Eric? Well, because I'm Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. I'm used to being Captain Stupidity. I've been Captain Stupidity for a long time. I have a whole lifetime's worth of doing stupid-ass shit. You want to see some peaceful slumber? All to the years there. That is some peaceful slumber right there. Please don't stick my kitty up your butthole. Please don't put her up there. She'll get stinky and dirty and stuff, and I won't want her in your underwear. Please don't put your kitty in my butthole. Please don't put my cat up yours. That's not a good place for a kitty. Let it out and go indoors. You don't need to eat more than 1 meal a day if I don't move a lot. Well, in order to conserve food, then, Cloud, I would like for you to just sit entirely still in one location for the entire day. That's your best food conservation move. And, as Captain Stupidity, I believe food conservation is the #1 concern of every human being all the time, right now, anyway. Oh, I'm too tired to function. I'm too tired to not function either. So I'm damned if I do, and I'm corrosive if I don't. Like hydrochloric placidness. Placidity. Is there a variety of placidity known as hydrochloric placidity? What word am I saying? I am in mental synapse fire mishap package time. I got a whole lot of synapses in my brain, but most of them just ain't working. I got a whole lot of synapses just the same. Would you stand there twerking? If your own synapses were going left and right, then everybody had to say let's fight. Then I don't know what would be right. I'm Captain Stupidity. Most savage. By what measure the most censor-like? Well, it's because they get a lot of third slot self-satisfaction. They get their juice from doing shit, dog. I'm gonna go to the river and hump some hoes. I'm doing shit, yeah. Hydrochloric plasticity, otherwise hyperbolic kind, and exhausted. I am kind of exhausted. Am I kind? I try to be kind. It's a virtue I value, at least verbally uphold. Try to uphold it in my actual behaviors and talking to people's. A third slot SI is not very sensor-like. In display, I mean, you gotta remember, extroverted functions are gonna display more than introverted functions. Because they are, after all, extroverted. Inverted means visible, and extra means more. Wozniak. I don't know. He's just a guy with a lot of crazy consonants in his name. That's all. And I'm a guy with a lot of crazy consonants in my game. Oh, I rub eyes. No, don't rub your eyes, Eric. That'll make them even more itchy. You're being a dummy pants. That's why you're Captain Stupidity. I'm tired of being Captain Stupidity. I want to be smart again. You never were smart. You've always been Captain Stupidity, Eric. You were fooling yourself with lies and deceits. Yeah, that's true. They were great. They were interesting. They were nice. What is my IQ? Well, I don't know. I'm Captain Stupidity, so I'm assuming it's fairly low. What qualifies as stupid? How do they score that? They score in shades of blue? In numbers of bananas? Or what? Do they measure it in liters? How many liters of IQ do I have? I'm not sure. If you were really smart, you'd be able to convert your IQ score into liters. No, not formally. What's FSL, for fuck's sake, right? That movie, Richard Gere, where all women talked about for ages. He was so hot, so sexy, so dangerous. So Buddhist. So operative of bed and breakfast in upstate New York. Captain Stupidity can focus on a lot of things. I can focus on this, I can focus on that, I can focus on the other thing. It's just the main thing is, I'm gonna be wrong about a lot of things, you know. Nicolaiche, are you ISFP? Asked Cloud. No, he isn't, says Nicolaiche. Says, no, I ain't. He says, nope. Say nope to dope and ugh to drugs. Has anybody ever say ugh to drugs? Have you ever witnessed somebody being offered drugs and have the person, offeree of the drugs, say ugh, and then turn their head and say to the person offering them dope, nope. I don't like doomer movies. Doomer movies? What are those? Movies that are sad? I don't like sad shit either. I couldn't watch that joke. I don't like dark shit in general. Joker's a movie for depressed people. Will it make them more depressed or less depressed to watch that? Will it be like, oh, I identify with that guy, therefore I feel better? Or will it be like, boo, I knew it was terrible, I knew life was terrible. Life's just a big trip on the Hindenburg, followed by another voyage on the Titanic. Very unlikely you're going to survive both of them. Phoenix is a good actor. You mean Joaquin? He's gaff. That's the thing. Is type Joaquin Phoenix? It's got to be INFP or SFP possibly, but probably NFP. Really FI, like obscenely, irritatingly FI. Joaquin Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix is not an ENTP. Joe Quinn Phoenix. I tested him. He has coronavirus. Oh, I mean, he has INTP. That explains his failure to take action in important matters that he left unattended. He's mentally, periodically fretting about, but nevertheless. I'm bound to go to sleep when I lie down now. I am. You say dressed, I say undressed. We can agree to disagree. After all, I'm Captain Stupidity. Come gawk at my dumbness. I get straight F's in spelling, even when all the spelling words comprise just a single letter. I misspell the word A and the word I a lot. I'm very not functional right now. I'm highly non-functional. Your type journey? Yeah, understandable. Most people don't know anything to start. You know, I was wrong about a lot of people. I guess I'm gonna have to go to bed because I'm about to just fall asleep here in this chair. But I probably should pull one more bowl. It's a good idea. What day is it? Monday? So, it's occurring to me, is rescue a word like review or research? Is it rescue? But with SCUE meaning persist in a normal state. Eric is wrecked. What's wrecked? Wrecked. Yeah, I'm wrecked by tiredness. You can't wait for your nails to grow. No. If you want to talk about subtypes, you can always talk about a Negrum type that it will explain some of the differentiation within a type. But possibly not. I mean, definitely not all of it. But there are not any subtypes that are mechanically justified by understanding what attentional manners are and how they manifest as being in a given individual. No reason to think that subtypes make any sense at all. It will have cognitive function in the third slot, like FE. It makes me an ENTP, but it's paired with NE in the first. To say that I am some sort of FE subtype of ENTP is to at least imply that I'm using FE more. Well, that's not true. I may be more evidently FE in my display, or maybe more successful in my displays with FE, or maybe perceived as more successful in FE by people who are only seeing one section of that picture. They're not considering how the FE is serving the person themselves or whether it is, you know. I gotta go to bed. I can't stay up any longer. I'm done. Good night, everybody. In stream.